Hey FlossTube, it's me, it's Kat, it's episode number 6. Welcome back to my channel. If you are a regular watcher, I appreciate that. If you're not and this is your first video, welcome. So I have a bit of haul, some progress. I have technically 2 starts and 2 finishes, but I can't show one of them. And I made a project bag, so let's just jump right into it. Been kind of a hard week for me. I'm not super myself, but I kind of wanted to get this done. Try to get things back to normal. I might get into that a little more later, but I don't want to bring the video down this early. So I made my very first vinyl window project bag. I actually quilted the damn thing, so yay me. I didn't finish it the way most project bags are with the vinyl are finished. I didn't do the the binding around it. One, because I was getting super frustrated with how long it was taking. And for another, I need a larger cutting surface. You know, one of those self-healing cutting mat things. I need another one of those that's much larger than the one I have, so I didn't bother doing that. I kind of cheated and turned the thing inside out and just kind of made it work that way. It does kind of bow out a little bit, but that works because I'm sticking an entire Q-snap in there. So the extra space is great. I kind of like it a lot. I got one with little fishies. There's a fabric with little fishies. I had one started with a Mickey fabric. I might finish that. I might not. I haven't decided yet. I still have the part I did still in the other room. We'll see. So, trying to figure out what I want to do next. Let's just go with progress next. So, I did February's part of There Is No Planet B by Clouds Factory. So here it is. We've got the black rhinoceros and the sea otter. And I've seen somebody on the Clouds Factory group who's actually putting the names of the animals above them. I might do that. I might wait a little bit to see what other animals we get to see if I want to do that. But yeah, I'm really still enjoying this one. The next part will come out on Monday, March 1st. I might not stitch on it that Monday. I don't know yet. I might not. I kind of like getting it all out in one day, but sometimes that's a little much, especially if my day's kind of full. All right, next we've got the Zodiac Into the Stars by Clouds Factory. Yeah, that is Clouds. Okay. I wanted to make sure I got the name right for the other one. For some reason, I got Frosted Pumpkin in my head for a second. I was like, wait, no, that's definitely not Frosted Pumpkin. Never mind. So here's the Zodiac sampler. So I only got a little bit done. I finished this circle up here, and I've done a little bit of this right here. The cat's going to get in the way now. Hello, Sarah. I didn't work much on this, mostly because it took me a while to get out of that stitchy slump I was talking about last video. I'm still maybe sort of kind of in it, or I was until Tuesday, that's for sure. But I did work a little on it. I did work and made a pretty good amount of progress, considering I really didn't feel like stitching much. Okay, you've got to... You can stay up here. Just go... sit there. So I made a pretty decent amount of progress on Maleficent from Heaven and Earth Designs, from my Hade. So I only had, I think, a little bit in here done, so now I've got all of this. I'm going to treat myself with this one. I'm going to try to do a lot of the fill-in background before I start on Maleficent's actual body. There's actually a lot of this one color that just keeps going down. So it's going pretty good. Sometimes I get a little tired of the fill-in, so that's maybe why there's not more there. And sometimes all I want to do is fill in. So, but I got past this little bit over here of confetti hell. So that's yay. That's the progress on my 3 main pieces right now. So let's talk about the one thing I did do that was a start and a finish. I did Mill Hill's Celestial Angel. I started it on Tuesday the 16th. I finished it on Tuesday the 16th. Now the reason I pushed myself to get that piece done is because on Monday the 15th, my grandmother passed away after a very long and difficult battle with dementia. I'm still kind of raw with this. I'm very angry at the nursing home because they wouldn't let us in to say our final goodbyes in person. We had to do it over a damn Google Duo call, and that is not at all what she deserved. She deserved so much more than what we were able to give her. We were going to try to bring her home on hospice so that we could be there for her because we realized it was getting towards the end. So Sunday the 14th, Valentine's Day, we said our goodbyes basically on a Google Duo call while we were still trying to get the ball in motion to bring her home on hospice. Monday morning I woke up and I didn't feel like going to work, but I did it. I wanted to call out. I made it about 4 hours before my mother called and told me I needed to get home. So that's actually why there's flowers back there. My mom's work sent flowers, and the pink rose came back from the funeral home with us. We laid her to rest on Wednesday the 17th. And the Celestial Angel kit I'm talking about, I originally made her about 2 years ago for Christmas. And she wasn't quite as bad as she would eventually get. But she didn't have full motor skills for talking. She just kind of wanted to sleep a lot. And she didn't open her eyes very much. But that Christmas, when I gave her that angel, I made it into a little ornament. She took it and she held it to her heart, and I knew she loved it. And then during quarantine and COVID, the nursing home moved her from her room, her private room, and they moved her in with a roommate. I don't know what happened to the angel. Nobody knows what happened to the angel because we weren't allowed to move the things for her. We weren't even allowed in at all last year. So the nursing home lost the angel. I'm assuming somebody stole it, somebody threw it away, or somebody damaged it beyond repair and threw it away that way. So I had to make another one because my mom wanted that angel to go with her into the coffin. So I spent all of Tuesday making that. I kind of forced myself to get out of my stitchy slump and make that. And whenever you hear somebody talk about stitch therapy, I don't think that there's a more accurate term for what I did Tuesday. I just stitched all day. I stitched all day. We didn't make dinner. I didn't feel like eating. She didn't feel like eating. So all I did was stitch. So yeah, I know. She's been actually very, very needy the last couple of days. I think she knows something's up with me. And then Wednesday, I started another Mill Hill kit because with the funeral service, I couldn't sit there for 2 hours and not do something. There was like a 2-hour viewing for family and friends before the actual services. We were able to have a service, which is nice. But I couldn't and a lot of my family knows this, that I can't sit and not do something, and I didn't want to be on my phone because that would have been beyond disrespectful to everybody, including my grandmother. So I got a little Mill Hill kit out of my stash of ones. I had the beads separated and ready to go. And I didn't want to do Christmas, and I didn't want to do Halloween. So I had one for Easter, because it was Ash Wednesday. So I've done and finished Eggceptional, I believe it's called. It's a little rabbit. While I was there, I only got maybe the white and some of the purple and maybe a little of the yellow from the egg. The stitching I did do was very lethargic, and eventually I did get up and talk to a little bit of family. But I did Exceptional from Mill Hill. I think this bunny is super cute. I wish my grandma could have seen it, because she would have thought this was so cute. And I'm gonna think that for every damn thing I make now. You know, my grandma would have loved this. She taught me this craft, and it's something I'm very grateful for, and it is something I will take with me for the rest of my life. So, sorry to kind of bring this down a little bit, but I guess maybe I needed to get some of this off my shoulders. I guess we'll get to the haul now. I started running out of needles that I could use. And several months ago I went on 123 Stitch and I added some needles to my wish list because they were not in stock at the time. So over the last 2 weeks or so, some of these needles have come into stock, and I've ordered other things to make the shipping worth it. So needles, I've got John James Petite Gold 26, size 26 needles, and John James regular size gold, size 26 needles, the gold plated. And I've used John James a lot and I like them. I especially like the gold, because when the gold disappears from the natural acids on my skin, I know it's time to replace the needle. So I like them. I enjoy using them. But I wanted to try some other needles, and I found Peacemakers tapestry needles. So I got size 26 for that as well. I like working with the size 26. It doesn't seem too big. It doesn't seem too small for what I normally work on, which is size 32 count or 14 count perforated paper. I don't like using the needles Mill Hill sends with the kit, except for the beading needle. So, alright. So along with those, I can't remember if I showed these or not, but I've got 4. I probably did, and I'm just forgetting. But I'm going to show them again anyway, because I'm too lazy to watch all my videos back. I got some Krynics with some of these orders too. I have 4 different shades of Krynic. This one I got, this is a blending filament for over top of stitches to make them sparkly. And then all of these are for some Just Nan mice I have. Speaking of Just Nan, I do have the winter scissor roll mouse ordered from the Silver Needle. It just hasn't gotten to me yet. I actually haven't even shipped it out yet. But that's coming. I also got Mill Hill Parrot. I thought this would look very cute in my little picture frames back there behind the flowers. Eventually, I'll get into a mood, and all of these kits I have in front of me, I'll take all the beads out and sort the beads, because I prefer to have the beads pre-sorted. That way, when I'm ready to get to the beading part, all I've got to do is take out my bead storage and go. Dump some into a tacky bob and get to stitching. It's actually kind of therapeutic if I really just am not in the mood to stitch, or I'm just in a mood in general, I actually like sorting these out. So I now have 5 Mill Hill kits to sort. So there we go. There's Mill Hill Parrot. And then I have Mill Hill's Autumn Harvest Pin Moon Kitty. And this one is really cute. I don't think I realized that it's mostly beads, but that's okay. It's a small one. I'll get through it. I'm not kicking her away, even though I know she's blocking the camera, just because I kind of want her here. So sorry if she's bugging you a little bit. She's blocking the view. Next I have Mill Hill's Holiday Pin Kit, Santa's Sack. Get your minds out of the gutter, y'all. It's Santa's toy sack. I really like Mill Hill kits. They're so bite-sized if you need a finish. So I really like them. Next I have Mill Hill's Winter Holiday Collection Joy Tree. Little Christmas tree. And last I have Autumn Harvest Pin. Is that 9? Autumn Harvest Pin's 9, I guess. Ghostly Fun. This is from all the way back in 2002, so maybe that's why it's labeled a little weird. I'm not sure about that. But this guy looks super cute and super fun. And I'll get him done eventually. There's actually a lot of little ones on the back here that I kind of want to get. I might have to order them from someplace other than 123 Stitch though. Because 123 Stitch has a really good stock of Mill Hill, but it's a really good stock of recent Mill Hill. So they have some older ones spattered through in there, but I think the less popular older Mill Hill kits they don't really keep in stock. Maybe they'll be able to get them in for me if I ask, but I'm not going to worry about getting some of these until I get my wish list way down. Sorry, it must have been the other cat making noise. I heard something. Been watching some weird stuff on YouTube lately just because I'm in a weird mood, and it gets my fear factor, anxiety up, whatever we want to call it. Whatever you feel like when you're home alone and you hear strange noises and the cats aren't making the noise because you can see them both. Whatever we want to call that. That's all I have for today. Just the progress on my 3 main pieces, the finish I could show and the finish I couldn't show, and the haul, and the bag. So thank you all for joining me. Maybe in 2 weeks or so I'll be, or maybe in a week, I don't know. I am expecting a package from Fortnite Fabrics. I'm actually expecting 2 packages. I'm supposed to be getting my Fabric of the Month for February, which is 2 commas. And I won 2 of the auctions on Sunday. They're Valentine's Day auctions. One is a piece of fabric, 32 count, 1/8 of a yard, Lugana, and I think it was labeled Mermaid. It just kind of called to me. I really liked it. And I also won the auction for a scissor fob. And the scissor fob called to me because the piece on the bottom looked a little bit like an abstract angel. And Sunday had been a very emotional day. Basically saying goodbye to my grandmother, talking to her for the last time. Yeah, alright, I'm going to get off of here before I start crying or something. Thank you all again. I look forward to doing another one of these. Alright, I guess that's everything. Have a good one, folks. Bye.